Writing linear equations given 2 points actually pulls together the idea of being able to calculate slope and being able to plug in a point so that you could find the y-intercept. So the first thing that I need to do for me is I'm going to go ahead and identify the first y and the second y, first and second x, first and second y. Then I'm going to go ahead and calculate my slope. So following the exact same procedure that I would have done previously, this is going to be my change in y over my change in x. And again, it doesn't matter what direction that you subtract in, just as long as you're consistent. So I'm going to go second minus first again, just like I did in the previous video. And it looks like my slope this time is going to be 1/4. Alright, now at this point I have my slope. And then going back to my original points that were given to me, just pick the point that you like the best. And I think I'm going to go with the second point of 4, 6, only because the numbers are both positive, and I just want to make my life a little bit easier. Take out the equation that we're trying to make this look like, y equals mx plus b, and plug in everything we know. We know the y, we know the m, the x, we don't know the b, that's what we're looking for. Then go ahead and treat this like you would a regular equation. So if I multiply the 4 and 1/4, that's going to give me 4 over 4, which actually works out kind of nice. It's 4 over 4 is just 1. And it looks like the b that I'm going to get is 5. Now I have my m and I have my b. So my equation, again the form I'm trying to put it into, I figure the more I write it, the easier it'll be for me to memorize it in the long run. So the m that I calculated is the 1/4, and the b that I calculated is the positive 5. So there's the equation for my line. Same process on the second example, so I'm just going to go through and do the exact same thing. So identify, calculate slope, still change in y over change in x, decide the order in which you want to subtract. I'm going to be consistent, and I'm always going to start with the second one just for myself. Combine and simplify. I am going to move that negative sign up top just because I know maybe I'll probably lose it if I leave it in the bottom. Bring down my slope. Look back at the original points, figure out which one I want to use. I'm not too happy with either one, but at least the first one only has one negative sign, so I think I'm going to do that one. Identify this as my x and as my y, and then I take out my equation again. So y equals mx plus b is the form I'm trying to put it in. My y is negative 11. My m is negative 3/4 that I just calculated. My x is 5, and the b is what? I don't know. It's what I'm looking for. Follow the same process. If I multiply these, I'm going to get negative 15 over 4. Which means the negative 15 over 4 is going to have to be added to get it to disappear to both sides. Those are going to cancel, which is nice. I'm going to get a common denominator over here. If I want a denominator of 4, I'm going to have to multiply the top and the bottom by 4. Then if I put those together, I'm going to get negative 29 over 4. Remember, if you go through the process of actually getting the denominators to match, then keep the denominator. So now I have everything that I need. So my equation, what I'm trying to make it look like, y equals mx plus b. Remember, don't plug in the x and the y, just plug in the m and the b. And the m that we calculated was negative 3/4. And the b that we just calculated was negative 29/4. Again, not pretty, but same idea.